Welcome to Solo Shot First, and following on from yesterday's video, following the Hasbro Pulse 40% off sale, I picked up, I think if you watched yesterday's video, I picked up a couple of these Tusken Raiders, or Sand People as part of that. And the reason for that is I actually had this, I'd purchased this figure previously, and had a real problem once I got it out of the packaging. I think I actually bought two of them, and there was really limited articulation, actually next to, well, none on the wrists, and I actually ended up snapping the two hands off, both on the right hand side of the figure. So I thought, well, with the offer on, maybe pick this one up and see if it was just an issue that I had with a particular couple that maybe came in a bad batch, or more of a sort of a long-standing issue. But also, this is a really lovely looking card back. I mean, obviously, this really has a real nostalgic feel for me. This takes me back to my childhood. I actually had one of these Tusken Raiders when I was a kid. Obviously not super articulated, but the 5POA, I think I still have the figure somewhere, probably, but without his cape. And I certainly don't have any packaging. But this is a real throwback, because this is basically well, it is literally, I think it's probably an exact copy of the one from childhood. I'd probably need to do a little bit of research on that. But it's also pretty much the same that we actually had earlier on in this line that was part of the VOTC. The main difference that you had with that particular figure was it actually came with the swivel elbows, which for some poses to get these Sand People or Tusken Raiders into, it was fine, but it just missed that sort of full articulation. And when they announced that they were going to be doing this figure, I was really over the moon, because I wanted to army build this. Do a really nice sort of Tatooine diorama, maybe do some tents, etc., fireplace, put them around it. So I was over the moon when they announced that they were sort of doing this, and obviously then being able to get this at a discounted rate was great. In terms of the card, this is a lovely looking card. As I said, comes on the sort of the Star Wars chase. You've got a lovely image from the Tusken Raider, which appears to be, it's definitely the pic from the film, or sort of from one of the scenes when they were filming. On the green name pill, green background on the figure, obviously Kenner logo at the bottom. The one issue that I think some people have had with this, it doesn't really bother me, because this figure, as I said, is actually going to be opened, is the 50th anniversary logo. But, that doesn't really affect me. So let's have a look at the back of the card. Okay, so this is VC199. The other figures that come as part of this line, you had Luke Skywalker Endor and the Death Star droid. The other nice thing, which I mentioned yesterday, is the only, with that 50th Lucasfilm anniversary, it does show you obviously all of the different programs and films in the sort of Star Wars line right up to 2021, and a lot of legal information on the bottom. But VC199, we'll have a quick look back at the front of the card, and then we'll get this figure open and have a look at it in more detail and see if they fixed that issue, or if it was just I was unlucky. Okay, so here we have the figure out of the box, or the packaging. And I've got to say, it's a nice looking figure. I think I said that even in the packaging. The soft garments that come with this figure are really nice. I'm not sure this camera work's going to show the detailing on that. Certainly at the back, the robes look, I think, not weathered so much, but they look worn. If that gives you an understanding of the impression. They look really worn, exactly as the Tusken Raiders that you see them in the films, and obviously more lately in some of the series, for example, like from the Book of Boba Fett. But a nice looking figure. Let's get him off that spinner and have a look at his articulation and see if I've got away with the issue that I had with the hands. Okay, so here's the figure with the robes off, and First of all, got to say it's a nice looking figure. Still looks good without the robes off. Obviously, you've got the soft goods that are attached at the bottom. They're not removable, but I mean, this is a different head sculpt to the one that we have seen in the VOTC, and obviously the Black Series sort of repack of that. So it does appear to be like an all new head sculpt. Whether other parts of it are kit bashed or not from other sound people, I'm not sure. In terms of the articulation, I know other people have had a bit of an issue with regards to the head movement, but this one, yes, it was very, very stiff to move, but once you sort of get it moving very gently, it does move, no problem at all. The figure's got that nice sort of gun belt across both gun belts across the chest, which is hard goods and sort of moulded onto the figure itself. Articulation you have here is at the shoulders. Obviously, the massive upgrade here is at the elbows, because the Black Series, etc., never had that one, and at the wrists. Now, I've got to say, I have had a little bit of movement at the wrists, but again, they're still really, really stiff. And I just didn't want to fiddle around with them too much because I just didn't want to break them. You've got articulation at the knees. There isn't articulation sort of with the barbell in this. This is obviously just as I said, probably a repack from the bottom half, and sort of articulation with the swivel at the feet. So not a bad looking figure, and good from the back. Again, this is one, as I said right from the start, it is about army building, really, I suppose, for this figure. But it's just a bit of a shame that I'm not convinced that issue there has gone away from the wrists, but we shall see. In terms of the what you get with the figure, it comes with this sort of is heavy duty blaster. You can see that, quite nice, detailed with the barrel, with the brown stock, bits of silver. The one thing that I would say with that is, again, these are really, really soft, really bendy, and they can obviously get bent out of shape pretty quickly. However, you know, you can easily fix that by just popping them in boiling water for a few seconds and moulding them yourself. And it comes with his gaffy stick, which I think has taken on a lot of new meaning for a lot of people since watching the Book of Boba Fett. So all in all, certainly an upgrade. Let's just put that soft goods back on him. Okay, so just put the soft goods back on and put the gaffy stick in his hand. But yeah, this is a really nice welcome addition. I still wish I still think there might be a little bit of problem with those wrists, but other than that, it's a great looking figure. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, there'll be more videos coming soon. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. And thanks for watching the video. Bye.